Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. The turn begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
It's a rough opening possession. They're now backed up. It's 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. This is the 6th play on the drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's third down now. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Huskies hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. We'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out to play fake. He'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. Put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
3rd and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
The Washington offense retakes the field here. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The back's got it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
They'll run it from the gun. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Is back out on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep shot caught inside the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Slot the ball at the 22.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Tackle, but 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, It's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he's back for throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
I really like the route here of the receiver. In the quick game, it's all about timing. The quarterback this time puts the ball behind him, making it tough for the receiver to get back to make the catch.
He hands it to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Huskies will kick this deep to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. Well, that's good coverage there.
Just like that, Tone, you're right back.
State offense comes back onto the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st down, it's play action. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Pass is incomplete. He caught it, but couldn't get his feet down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
When a defense is all... Staff, and as we see here, more of the same to start this 3rd quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a 4th down. You look at that scoreboard, you're going to start to wonder if
good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Play action here on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry out.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. A punt over the middle. It's Brooks. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look,
down close by the goal line. We got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires. Now they get a tough decision here on 4th down.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Hit as he released it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And now the handoff. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down after that running play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 15. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Play offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Y'all give me like 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. I got my tooth pulled. I said I got a tooth pulled, not all my teeth pulled.
That's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. You're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking for the wideout. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Ball handed off, powering through.
Man, just complimentary football, really in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here.
He gonna get it.
Here comes a handoff. Defense able to stop it.
But when that happens for the future, you gotta say something though.
Like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Look at this shit.
Lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pressure is coming. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's back to throw again on second down. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Washington. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up to the 33.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game finish. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Here's the second down play. And they'll take a knee with less than a minute to play.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.
Yeah, he gonna stream anyway. He stream every game.